Captain Curious, with her crew of intrepid explorers, Sailor Sam, Adventure Annie, and Curious Cat, decided to build a hot air balloon. Not just any balloon, but one that would carry them high above the clouds, into the realm of dreams and wonder. They stitched together colorful fabric, their laughter echoing through the workshop. The balloon took shape, a patchwork of blues, reds, and yellows. Captain Curious painted a smiling sun on the side, and Adventure Annie added stars that sparkled even in daylight. The day of the Maiden Flight arrived. The crew climbed into the basket, their hearts as light as the helium lifting them skyward. Captain Curious pulled the cord, and the balloon swelled, tugging them off the ground. Up they soared, leaving the world below. The wind whispered secrets, and the sun warmed their faces. Curious Cat perched on the edge, tail swishing, eyes wide. "Look!" he cried. "Flying creatures!" And indeed, they saw them, winged beings with iridescent feathers. Some resembled birds, others were like butterflies, and a few had dragonfly wings. They danced around the balloon, guiding it toward floating islands. The islands defied gravity, held aloft by magic or science, or perhaps a bit of both. Trees grew upside down, their roots reaching for the sky. Waterfalls cascaded upward, and flowers bloomed in midair. The crew marveled at this upside-down world. Sailor Sam pointed to a rainbow bridge connecting two islands. "Let's follow it," he said. "Where do you think it leads?" Captain Curious steered the balloon toward the bridge. As they crossed, the colors intensified, and a soft humming filled the air. On the other side, they found themselves in a land of clouds, a place where dreams took shape. The clouds were solid, like cotton candy, and the crew walked on them as if strolling through a meadow. They met cloud creatures, fluffy sheep with silver fleeces, and chubby bunnies that hopped from cloud to cloud. In the distance, they saw the Cloud Queen, a majestic figure with a gown made of mist. She welcomed them, her voice like a gentle breeze. "You've crossed the rainbow bridge," she said. "Here, dreams come alive." The crew explored cloud castles, their walls made of rainbows. They tasted cotton candy rain and danced with cloud fairies. Adventure Annie even rode a cloud dragon, its scales shimmering like opals. But as the sun dipped below the horizon, Captain Curious knew it was time to return. They followed the rainbow bridge back to their balloon, hearts full of wonder. As they descended, the flying creatures bid them farewell, and the floating islands waved goodbye. The crew touched down, their feet back on solid ground. Curious Cat looked up at the sky. "Will we ever visit the clouds again?" Captain Curious smiled. "Perhaps," she said. "But for now, let's carry the magic in our hearts." And so, they deflated the balloon, folding it carefully. As they walked home, they knew that some adventures were meant to be shared only in whispers, like secrets passed from cloud to cloud. And that, my young dreamers, is how Captain Curious and her crew discovered that the sky holds more than just air. It cradles dreams and carries us to places where imagination takes flight.